Hey there, Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel where we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. So before I turned on the camera, I was trying to get into your energy. And I don't know how many of you know about Niagara Falls. So Niagara Falls, there's two falls. There's a set of two falls. There we go. And one's the American side, and you can't really see it that well unless you're on the Canadian side, and then you can see everything. And so when I was 10, my mom took us on a family vacation to the falls, and we were on the Canadian side. And they talked about people that would ride over the falls in barrels. And some people didn't survive it. Some people did. Mostly they didn't, but and anyways, so what I saw was a barrel going over the falls, but you survived it. Because the next thing I saw is when you come out of the turbulent waters at the foot of the falls, then they flow into this really fast moving but calm watered stream, and you were in the barrel just bobbing along. So you survived the fall. I don't know if you were bumped and bruised. I can't see how you wouldn't be. So I guess it becomes, did you think it was a rush, or were you terrified? And when you think of the fact that water is considered the emotions, you know, it could be some kind of an emotional, exciting adventure awaits. That's kind of, it was interesting. So anyways, let's see what Spirit wants to talk about. I do want to thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, for helping me to grow my channel. And if you could please give me a thumbs up right now to just show me a little appreciation for the time I put into doing the videos, I would appreciate that in return. Oh, here we go. I was beginning to wonder. Oh, and you have a lot. So let's see what Spirit wants to talk about. Don't forget, your sun sign is the core of you. It's how you feel inside. The moon sign is the, I shouldn't laugh, but here's your waterfall. The moon sign is how you feel about things and how things happen in your life, and your rising sign is your personality and how you interact with the world. And I would think going over a waterfall would definitely be a tower moment. So something's up. Something's up, but it's not all bad news. It really isn't. So the look on her face. Okay. And then I saw the hangman. And if you're going over a barrel, over the falls in a barrel, I'm imagining that you end up upside down and looking at things with a different perspective. So you have this really neat progression. You have the Fool, which is the 0, which is starting off, heading off in a new direction. Maybe you should watch your step. It's so funny because look, the water, the paint is the water, and like he steps off of there and it becomes a river. And I don't know. I don't know. But here's the good news. It's the Magician. You have all the tools you need at your disposal to survive the waterfall and also to create and build what you want. So the tower is coming down on something, and you're it's going to change your perspective. But don't worry about it, because everything you need to rebuild and start something new, it's right there. Like, it's time. Something's going to happen. And then you have this lovely 6 of Cups energy. This is beautiful healing energy. This is soulmate energy. This is family and friends and good times and love. And it's just sweet, beautiful energy. And so, yes, you're going over the barrel. You're going over the waterfall in the barrel. But, you know, I don't think it's all bad. I just think that it's a little ride you have to take to get to where you need to go next. And so go ahead and step off. You're going anyways, so you might as well choose to enjoy the ride. You can't always choose your circumstances, right? But you can always choose your attitude. So when you walk into the week on Sunday, the moon is in Aquarius until 6 p.m., 6:11 p.m. actually, Eastern Daylight Time in the United States. And so I kind of want to talk a little bit about this transition of the moon from Aquarius, someone who holds their water, which is the emotions. It's kind of pouring out the side, and they don't want to look at it. They don't want to pay attention to it. They're trying to avoid it. They're trying to think their way through a situation. I think this is what brings in the Tower. I think you're trying to think your way through a situation that belongs to the heart, and the heart should be in charge of the things that the heart rules, right? And I think by the end of the day, on Sunday, you are immersed. You're like the mermaid under the waters of emotion, and I wouldn't doubt for a minute that that's not where the Tower happens. I think it happens early, and you recover. I think that by the end of the week, you're bobbing along in the cool stream, checking out the scenery and seeing how many bumps and bruises you got along the way. But I think that when you get immersed into this water of deep water of the Piscean energy, which for you, Libra, is in your 6th house of balance, of work-life balance. I think it gets a little tough. But it's about pushing through. It's like the resistance, breaking through the resistance and allowing yourself surrender to your higher self, your higher knowledge, to spirit. So there's a lesson to be learned. It might be that you put padding in your barrel. I don't know. Maybe a seatbelt would be good. It's going to be a little bumpy. You might come out a little bruised, but I think you come out on the other side starting to grow something, starting to build something. Oh, well, this is interesting. You have nothing as yet set in stone. So, wonder if you can avoid the waterfall. Is there something you can do? Usually when a Tower moment happens, we kind of know it's coming, but we've been avoiding it. Maybe if instead of not dealing with your emotions, you choose to deal with your emotions, you can control the flow of emotions and you don't end up going over the waterfall in a barrel. That would be nice. That would be very nice. So what do you need to do? I want more guidance. Okay, well, it says the answers you need are coming, so they're not going to tell us. But they did tell us this: prosperity lies ahead. So yes, you may or you may not go over the waterfall. I think you will. But prosperity lies ahead. Look for the gift and the change of perspective, and know that you're heading, down a fast-moving stream. Once you get in the flow, I think that's where the prosperity starts flowing in. Okay, so on Wednesday at 6:24 a.m., so early in the morning, Eastern Daylight Time, the moon's going to move into Aries, which for you, Libra, is in your 7th house of partnerships. That could be business partnerships. It's generally an intimate partnership. It could be a friendship, but it's usually with your significant other. And this is about releasing that which doesn't work so that you can allow the peace to come in. And it kind of like to bring in the sweetness of the soulmate energy, right? You might need to release something. Maybe this is what the Tower moment is about. It's happening, that could be happening in your work-life balance, so maybe you need to let something go that's making it hard to balance your relationship enough. And maybe by releasing control of or spending more time on yourself and your partnership, than by releasing and letting go of some of the busyness of your schedule that creates space and peace in your life. Could be something like that. Yep. You need to organize your time better, because this is organization. So I think it's a matter of organization. So one way to avoid the Tower moment, okay, you need to reorganize to create this balance, to have that good, smooth work-life balance, to be able to maintain things in the right order. And so to avoid the Tower moment, maybe you can get ahead of it and take a look at what's going on in your life and lighten the load on some stuff. Let some stuff go, release it, and create the balance before being so overwhelmed takes you down. like something happens and everything just tumbles down. So honestly, if that's where this tower moment happens, is because there's too much going on and you can release something before that happens, that's a pretty manageable fix. I was going to say easy, but I have a feeling it won't be easy. But more like it's manageable. It's like doable. On Friday morning, well, Friday around 2-ish in the afternoon, Eastern Daylight Time, the moon is void, of course. I didn't look up the exact time. I should have, but I didn't. And then at 4:18 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, it goes into Taurus. And Taurus for you is in your 8th house of transformation. So something's going to transform. And Taurus is all about abundance and self-worth and self-value and self-esteem. And in the house of transformation for you, that's always an area that you're working on. And, so be sure to ask for help. Be sure to ask for help. So the power of prayer. That means you are a co-creator of your life. And the universe is saying, don't forget, we want to help. Spirit's saying, don't forget to ask for help. Your angels and guides are saying, don't forget to ask for our help. We want to help you, but we can't if you don't ask, because you have free will. And so maybe that's what's not set in stone. Maybe you can avoid the tower by asking for some divine intervention. So take the time now, right when you're listening to this, and go, now's a good time to spend a little time and ask for what you need, ask for the balance that you need, ask for the information that you need, ask for the help that you need to avoid a disaster that might be avoidable, which is pretty cool. Okay, so we have a new moon on Saturday. It happens at 6:45 p.m. I have 14 degrees of Taurus, and this one too. And I wanted to just get a little more advice, because this is about a new beginning, right? New moon's about a beginning. And so you get to plant your seeds of intention about what it is you want to transform in your life, right? And I think if you peer through the keyhole, you'll realize over the weekend where it is you want to go. So plant your seeds of intention, ask for help and ask for guidance. Take note of intuitive messages, the moon. Wow. So pay attention to your intuition. That's part of this hangman here. Whoops, the hangman. Let's get in a different perspective, seeing where things are. What do you think? What do you feel? What do you notice? And you also have the eagles. See things from a higher perspective. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're up there, right there. See things from a higher perspective. Before you fall off the tower, before you tumble over the fountain, the falls, get organized. You might be so mired down in the details of running the day-to-day aspects of your life that maybe you're missing the big picture. Maybe there seems like there's so much going on that you're so busy you can't take time to take a step back and go, oh, there must be a more efficient way to do this. Maybe there's some stuff I can take off of my plate so that my relationships flourish. Or so that I have space in my life to have a relationship, because maybe you don't even have one yet and you would like one. So in order to allow space for one to come in and grow, you're going to have to create space. So if you are so busy that you don't even have time for fun, if there's no work-life balance, then I don't know how you're supposed to get a relationship. Okay, so indigo. Trust your visions. Let's pay attention to your intuition. That's that moon card thing. And you also have to purify your body, yellow. Maybe you need to give up smoking, start a health routine, drink more water, eat better foods, cleaner foods. 6th house is also about physical health. And developing a health routine. So take a look at your life. And maybe that tower is, maybe that tower is, if you don't start taking care of yourself, you're going to end up with a health condition. And so to avoid that tower moment, because nothing is set in stone, you can make some changes to your health routines now. Go see a doctor. Get all that stuff cleared up and taken care of. Go see your dentist, you know? Purify your body, though. Start doing something positive to create a better health routine for yourself. Get organized. And create some space in your relationship, in your life, for relationships and for yourself, for your relationship with yourself. Doing the things you like to do, not just working. Yeah, that feels right. Okay. All right. Well, Libra, I will see you back here for the new moon and the full moon and the weeklies. And there's so much going on, right? Okay. You take care. I know you have a lot going on. See what you can do to tweak your life a little so that the tower doesn't get you. Okay. All right. You take care. We'll talk soon.